There was a time when men were described as alpha male or beta male. Alpha male's leadership strong, confidence and unquestionable attitude towards life dominate. Beta male's eager to take orders and line up are an alternative. However, the more we know about people, the more we discover that alpha and beta are different, and a new type of personality seems to be emerging. The person who belongs to neither alpha nor beta and dances to his own drum rhythm is Sigma male. Sigma male is currently a hot topic in psychology. People are sitting up and paying attention to what this new personality type is doing in the world. Sigma males have always existed doing their own things on the margins of society. These are rule breakers. What is a Sigma male? Sigma males are people who choose to live outside the normal social dominance. Sigma males have similar characteristics to alpha males, but they don't take orders from people or follow social labels. Sigma, they don't need to get help from society like others do. They are usually self-employed nomads. They seek adventure and knowledge, not material. It was once considered a rare species. But now, with the rise of the internet and the ability to work and live anywhere, Sigma males stand out and become more and more mainstream. They are very attractive to women because they seem to be self-sufficient and able to live their own way. Here are 10 characteristics that define a Sigma male and separate them from their beta and alpha male counterparts. Number 1. He loves being alone, but he values other people. The first thing anyone will notice about Sigmas is how much they value their loneliness. Sigma men are never more comfortable than when they are alone. They are introverts and like to have time and space to think and reduce stress because other people act like the energy vampires around them, no matter what these people mean to them. Having said that, Sigma men still understand the importance of having valuable people around them because they know that they will not be able to achieve all their goals alone. This means that it may be difficult to establish relationships with Sigma men, especially for women who are accustomed to being obsessed with men. Number 2. He is a silent leader. Sigma males have the same leadership skills as alpha males, but they have their own methods. Sigma men can be counted on to do what needs to be done. They perfectly combine self-reliance, introspection, and wisdom to find any problems and turn inefficient things into efficient things. You always want a Sigma man in your team. You will gain the self-confidence and leadership skills of an alpha male, but not a fragile person who needs constant verification. Regardless of any obstacles or inconveniences, Sigma men will never give up. Instead, he will continue to work hard until he finds a solution. Number 3. He adapts to different situations. Alpha males can grasp a certain social group or a certain situation and make themselves a leader, but sometimes they do not necessarily have to exert their own leadership skills. If alpha men don't get the respect or authority they deserve, they tend to be their own inferiors. That is the advantage that Sigma men have. Although Sigma men can be responsible, they do not need to be leaders in all social situations and power dynamics. They are happy to adapt to any role they need at any given time, which means they are more flexible than alpha males and therefore more successful in any situation. In the absence of self-imposed expectations or pressure, Sigma men can be followers, leaders, or any position in between, as long as they know they're being used effectively. Number 4. He treats all the people the same way. Most of our daily life is built on the basis of social class, which is something we have been exposed to as early as school. Most of us ultimately know who the popular children are, how to act on them, and these habits, behaviors, and social structures follow us until we reach adulthood. Sigma men cannot tolerate these intangible and meaningless power dynamics, which are based on useless social status. They totally reject the idea that you need to treat one person in one way and another person in another way, simply because there are some intangible rules governing what kind of person he or she may be. Number 5. He doesn't need a social circle to be himself. Alpha males tend to need structure because their personalities change around their reflections on others. Their personality is often based in the approval of those around them. It is difficult for them to imagine who they really belong to without a social circle. Sigma men have different statures. Although they are not afraid of becoming a member of the social circle, they are not as obsessed with social obligations and commitments as alpha men. They can safely know that their character is completely outside the shackles of others. They don't follow trends. They usually don't know the world of celebrity gossip. They can't accept popular ideas, let alone social media's influence, no matter what social environment he is in. He is the same person. Number 6. He is a silent person. Sigma male is a few words. You will almost never find them constantly talking about the little things that happened in their lives. This is because they don't care about trivial, meaningless things in the first place. And these things may no longer be important in a day, but also because they understand the value of protecting their energy. And for Sigma, there is nothing better than them, but just because they tend to be quiet types doesn't mean they will get themselves into trouble. Although alpha males can be described as dominant extroverts, Sigma males can be described as dominant introverts. They control the room by walking into the room with their presence. An alpha male may control the room with their voice or movement. Number 7. He is a risk taker. Sigma men are not afraid of risks. This is not to say that he has been imposing authority or acting recklessly. Unlike full-scale rebels, Sigma men do not break any rules. As long as they serve their own people, they can take some carefully calculated risks. He does this not to show off his authority or to win the respect of others, but to push his project forward. Every risk has its purpose. The sweet balance between pragmatism and idealism is what makes Sigma men incredibly effective leaders and partners. They understand the best situation and suggest situations that may not be perfect but more suitable for a given situation. No matter where they are, Sigma males are usually found at the top of the food chain. Number 8. He lacks social skills. For Sigma men, formal work is a waste of time. He doesn't really care about being integrated into society and winning some popularity contests. This Sigma man is often mistaken for a snob. Pleasure is not his strength at all, either because he doesn't have time to solve the problem or he is just not interested in honing them. Compared with alpha men who hope to dominate every conversation, Sigma men are happy to sit in the background and contribute their strength in their own way without attracting attention. Small talk is a basic skill for many people, but it is boring for a Sigma man. He doesn't need to talk to other people or please strangers. He will never talk to gain. You will not find Sigma men standing in front of everyone joking or exacerbating everyone's emotions. He often talks to people in a corner who he thinks is worth his time and talent. Number 9. He's incredibly self-aware. Contrary to the alpha male, protruding out for everyone to see, the Sigma male focuses on himself and how his behavior affects his entire life. Sigma men know themselves very well. They understand their strengths and are actively working to improve the weaknesses they consider important. Instead of spending time with yourself and people, you should often find this Sigma man in the bubble and analyze what he could have done better. Even without the best social demeanor, they still try to avoid drama because they know how to deal with social situations. As people who don't really seek verification all their lives, when someone finally notices something very special about them, they will be grateful. Number 10. He is the master of his own destiny. Sigma males are independent self-initiators. Except for executive level and management positions, you will rarely find them as introspective individuals. They have a sixth sense of inefficiency and are good at breaking down processes into practical steps. Needless to say, Sigma is ambitious. He may not always be the loudest person in the room, but even if no one listens, his faith and morals are still strong. Therefore, Sigma men do not really conform to the structure but try to create a lifestyle that best suits their personality. His rebellious expertise runs through this, whether it is in his work, his creativity, or his interpersonal relationships. He pursues all these things without sticking to rigid structures, and has established goals and skills that are more suitable for him. Most entrepreneurs are Sigma male figures.